Hello everybody, I am back, ready to commentate this match here between Guitar Hero King and Blai. All right, here we are getting into our first warm-up. This is a pretty awesome song, Grievous Lady. A lot of people might know it from Archaea. It's met by Nelly, it's an overdose. I do believe this was in that open rank catch draft tournament. This was a hard rock in the qualifiers for that open rank catch like draft tournament that was in October last year. There's just a cool sort of techie no mod map. But I did really well on this. Say that person is maybe not the first person, I wasn't paying attention, but it does miss there. This one. And there's our first warm-up. Pretty impressive for Blai to get 850k on a mid 5-star no mod map. We are going to see if there is another warm-up. There is. We're seeing a Zeleny map. Love to see that. Double Zeleny. I feel like Zeleny always maps good songs. I believe this was a custom map for BFF? Or no, it might have been a different catch tournament, or it was a no catch tournament. But I know I have seen this map before. I'm trying to think of why I may have. It was BFF. It was, I'm remembering. I remember you hated it. Yes, Zeleny did not, not especially proud of this map, but I think it's a pretty good one. It was BFF's Grand Finals No Mod 2. But I think most of all, I just like this song. Because it's very, like, unique and, like, Well, maybe it sounds like a lot of other rhythm gaming tracks, but I like that type of track. Vivian's is trying to peer pressure Zeleny into commentating with me. I would certainly not mind being a co-commentator to take some of the burden off my throat. But I have to keep slaking it with water. Hurricane with a nice combo at the end here. It does miss as I say that. These are just the warm-ups, but it does give us a small picture of how blai might be a more comfortable no-mod player than Guitar Hero King. Why don't I take a look at the stats? Yay, stats! In our qualifiers, these players seeded adjacently to each other. Blai seed 20, Guitar Hero King seed 21. Blai performed better on the no-mod specs, but Guitar Hero King performed better on the no-mod convert. A similar thing played out on the hiddens, where blai performed better on the specifics and Guitar Hero King on the converts. We did see blai outperform on the hard rocks compared to Guitar Hero King, but Guitar Hero King sort of did better on the on the DTs. But that doesn't matter too much. What really matters is their performance in recent rounds, which I know Guitar Hero King has been doing really quite well recently. It's almost certainly favored on those converts. We do see the first ban come out from Guitar Hero King. That is Hard Rock 2. Again, that makes a lot of sense. I talked about this last match, but that is a very difficult map. It's probably the hardest one in the pool. It requires a lot of reading and being able to perhaps even just memorize some of the patterns in it. And then we see blai ban No-Mod 2, perhaps the opposite, the easiest map in the pool. We've seen a lot of full combos on that already, just because of how short it is, and it's quite straightforward as well. And so it is now blai's pick. I'm interested to see what the first pick of this match is going to be. It's Hard Rock 3. Blai going with that convert Hard Rock. Interesting into Guitar Hero King, who's a pretty decent convert player, but perhaps not as good as on that convert Hard Rock. I'm going to take a look. Yes, I'm noticing even right off the bat, looking at our round of 32 stats, Guitar Hero King did not do particularly well on the Hard Rock convert in that round. And then if we do look at, that's the only Hard Rock convert that either of these players have played in this tournament so far since qualifiers. But in those qualifiers, we saw blai do significantly better on Hard Rock convert than Guitar Hero King. Guitar Hero King probably not really comfortable on that AR-10, looking to use hidden perhaps to ease the reading difficulty for them. They might find that a little easier to read. forces their eyes up towards the top of the screen so that they're able to see notes a little earlier. But blai able to go on that no mod, perhaps using their peripheral vision or just looking higher without hidden. blai with the first miss, that is interesting to see. This is their pick, so it's up to them to actually make that work out in their favor. Guitar Hero King looking pretty comfortable on this slow section at the beginning. Ooh, but as I say, that does miss. Now blai, the one with the combo advantage, but it is traded. Both players missing a lot on that difficult section right there. Now going into the first Kiai, hitting some of these jumps. Some wiggles in this section. Ooh, blai hits those. So does Guitar Hero King, but blai was the one with combo already. Now blai does break, but it is traded by Guitar Hero King. Neither player is able to get significant combo on this section. Accuracy faltering on both sides. The score advantage is in favor of Guitar Hero King by now 15,000 with that miss from blai. Okay. Guitar Hero King got better combos really early on, which is going to matter because now, coming to the harder sections of the map, neither player seems to be able to get much combo. But blai building up combo right here now has the score advantage going into the last Kiai. Now it's up to Guitar Hero King to build up combo and hope that blai misses earlier. Even combos, very slight score lead for blai. blai misses, the score lead flips back over to Guitar Hero King, but he misses as well, and now it's back in favor of blai right at the very end, and what a tight map. 3,119 points in favor of blai. That is the first point of the match, going to blai on blai's pick. Incredibly close, really terrifying if you're either of these players. Jeez. It sounds like we saw an underperformance from blai and an overperformance from Guitar Hero King, but it still ended up going in blai's favor by just a few points. 2,000 points. We see Guitar Hero King picking our mixed mod for this week, our flashlight. This map. Well, the map, nothing too crazy about the map. It's just that we have flashlight on it, really. There's a few difficult sections though, and I'll point those out as we get to them. As it is flashlight, it obviously requires some practice, but there also isn't very much mechanical demand on this map because it's just like a low, like mid 2-star map, I believe, in catch star rating. All right, we're getting set into this second map of this match. There's not much to say for the beginning of this map, as long as both these players are ready and comfortable on it. They do both know where the first note of the map is, which is a good sign that they've practiced it. Yeah, both players still on SS. But they still haven't gotten to the first difficult section yet, though. have reached 100 combo, which means the flashlight radius is a little smaller than it begins at. But right here, we have a bit of a rhythm change right there, but both players make it through. Now, the next difficult thing is when they both hit 200 combo coming up right now, and the flashlight radius shrinks even more. Now, they can barely see beyond their catcher, and this section right here, this solo, has much different rhythm from the rest of the map, so they have to be ready for, especially right here. Yeah, and Guitar Hero King misses on that difficult rhythm section of the solo. That's tough. This was their pick, but making that mistake, it's gonna matter a lot, especially if Blai is ready for the spinner section coming up right here, where there's notes interspersed between a bunch of spinners. It seems like Blai has a method for being able to either see the next note or has just memorized them. And now, with that big score difference, it could be settled for Blai, but Blai does hit that first unreadable jump there, so definitely has memorized this map. And the second one right there, and now it's almost 100% set in Blai's favor. There's pretty much no way for Guitar Hero King to come back because Blai has some free combo for a bit here. And then right here, Blai full combos. And that's just really impressive. They didn't even pick this map. So perhaps they were just trying to stay silent on how confident they were, hoping Guitar King would pick it. That is going to be 2 points for Blai. Guitar Hero King now really looking to take a break point to send this back in their favor. Yeah, no diss to Guitar Hero King. That is a map where it's really easy to make a tiny mistake, and that's all that really matters because of how decisive it can be with how it's not especially long, and it's very easy to like FC the whole thing. We see Blai do a little roll, probably to pick between two maps they aren't really favored either way on. They end up picking Hard Rock 1. This is likely a good choice, as Guitar Hero King looked pretty uncomfortable on Hard Rock. Though I do remember Guitar Hero King did get a pretty good combo at the beginning of Hard Rock 3, so it's up to Blai to have practiced this map and to be ready for this map. We see a bit of an early miss from Guitar Hero King, but that is definitely not going to make a difference. This map is definitely going to come down to who gets larger combos overall. We see both players with misses in this early pre-break section, but Blai does come out with the score advantage. 8,870 points in favor of Blai, equivalent combos at this very moment. Guitar Hero King again on that hidden preference for Hard Rock. We see another miss from Guitar Hero King. I'm not too sure if the hidden really is the right choice, because
some of these patterns are quite, they shift around and are a little wiggly and can be tough to read like that. But if they need to use hidden to read AR10, then so be it. Blai does miss there. Now the combo advantage is in favor of Guitar Hero King in this Kiai. The Kiai is actually one of the easier parts of this map because of how straightforward they are. Guitar Hero King closing that score gap almost to 200 combo. If they're able to make it, that's going to be a big deal because they'll be able to get a lot of that score back, especially as Blai has continued to miss. Guitar Hero King still on this combo. Really good. They pull that score back in their favor. Blai continues to miss, but Guitar Hero King does trade it now at about an 11,000 score lead for them. Now it's up to Blai to pull it back. At this break, the players seeing the score, seeing Guitar Hero King is ahead, but not by a lot. It's going to be very nerve-wracking, especially for Blai, because they know they have to perform really well to take that score back in their favor. Ooh, but Guitar Hero King with an early miss on this section. That's really bad because this could have been an opportunity for a lot of combo. But Guitar Hero King with lots of misses, not comfortable on this part at all. Blai able to claw back that score lead, now 40,000 in their favor because of how well they're performing on this bridge section right here. They do miss on that pillar, but they've already brought the score lead to 50,000. And so if they perform decent from here on out, it could be almost completely settled in their favor. But we did see Guitar Hero King perform really well on the earlier Kiai, so it's definitely not over yet, especially with these misses from both players. But right now, Blai matching Guitar Hero King's combo, that is not what Guitar Hero King needs. But that is absolutely not what Guitar Hero King needs. A miss for just them, unmatched by Blai until now when Blai matches it. The score lead not looking like it's going to be flipping back, but Guitar Hero King does have a combo advantage that's getting really close to the end of the map, and they do miss there, and without that combo they were building up right there, I do not believe it's going to be possible for them to take this point. Good score there from Blai. Now has 3 points up versus Guitar Hero King's 0. Guitar Hero King, now their pick needs to hopefully pick something that they're not going to get break pointed on again. We see Guitar Hero King pick our hidden 3. This is our convert hidden. It's just over 3 minutes long. It is a map I believe we've seen picked pretty often. It's going to be interesting. Guitar Hero King has been using that preference hidden on the hard rock. And I will quickly, as this is starting, take a look at some of the past scores from these players on hidden pools. We saw last week on round of 16, we saw Guitar Hero King get 2nd place overall on hidden 3. That's really impressive. And if they perform even slightly like that again, this would definitely go in their favor. But there's a big difference between last week's hidden 3 and this one. This is a much more difficult map overall, and the reading difficulty is a little lower, I believe. Same AR as the last week's, but the BPM a bit higher. and the map is a little more straightforward, I do believe. Both players doing well so far, completely tied. Here we are, going into this first Ki now. Oop, I was wrong. But yeah, not a single miss or droplet miss going into the first Ki. And now, the longer either of these players can hold on this Ki, the better it will be for them. Wow, they are performing very well. Still not a single mistake from either player. They might just make it through the entire first Ki, still tied. And now they see the score difference being just a single droplet missed by blai. Incredibly nerve-wracking. They need to continue full comboing if they want the best possible chance at winning this map. Really impressive to see this performance from both these players. And this is... Ooh, we do see a miss from Guitar Hero King, but it's traded by blai immediately on this slow section. Both players probably kicking themselves over those misses, but they don't know it has been traded. Since they probably don't have the leaderboards on, blai does miss again, and that is going to probably kick that score advantage back in the favor of Guitar Hero King, especially with that additional miss from blai now. Blai struggling to get combo, keeps missing versus Guitar Hero King, who is becoming more consistent again and is building up another big combo. Does miss on that difficult pattern, but it is traded by blai. Even combos, but a score advantage for Guitar Hero King. Guitar Hero King with a very important miss there. Now blai with the combo advantage. But traded misses there. Now 13,000 in favor of Guitar Hero King. The players see the scores now. They know it's possible for blai to come back and win, but that it is favored for Guitar Hero King. This is nerve-wracking. I'm on the edge of my seat here because both players doing really well so far in this last Ki, but if they make a mistake like that from Guitar Hero King, the score lead switches back over to blai right at the very end. Oh my god, what a close map that was. But it's looking like that it's gonna be another breakpoint for blai, bringing blai to 4-0. As Vivian says in the game chat, this is a very deceiving scoreline. 4-0 is very strange to see in a map with such close maps. Every single map so far has been quite close. Could have gone either way. Both players taking a very different approach to practicing for this match. Guitar Hero King with the cram strategy and blai with the Maple Story strategy, where you play Maple Story all day instead of practicing. We do see, right here, blai picking No Mod 1. perhaps looking to capitalize on their slightly better performance, their slightly better no-mod ability, as judged by the performance in the qualifiers and previous rounds, or as on the warm-ups and previous rounds. We did see blai outspin Guitar Hero King. It seems like blai may have practiced spinning on this map and prepared the optimal lines just in the case of it being taken all the way to... We do see the first miss here coming out from Guitar Hero King in this first Kiai. That is going to send that score lead over to blai, as blai's still over that 200 combo mark, still on an SS, while Guitar Hero King has to build back up to 200 combo. Okay, I'm back. We see potentially the last pick of this match. It is our T3 custom map by Digital Fear. We saw an early miss from Guitar Hero King there, but so far, I don't think that's going to be a huge difference maker, as both players seem pretty comfortable on this easier section. But blai and Guitar Hero King do both miss there. A traded miss. Interesting to see. And now we're getting into this Kiai. Guitar Hero King does miss on that difficult pattern, but blai trades it on another pattern right after it. Both players struggling to build up combo. This is a pretty difficult map for people uncomfortable on DT. It's a bit much more jumpy than most low-star DT maps are. There's a significant number of patterns where you may want to just hold that dash button. Ooh, we saw those big combos from both of the players break at about the same time, so that's not going to affect who has the score lead, and that is Guitar Hero King at the moment, because of a lot of erroneous misses from blai coming out just quite randomly throughout the map. But only 2/3 through now. With that advantage for Guitar Hero King, that miss from blai, while it seems minor, is going to make a big difference, because now Guitar Hero King is in position to reach 200 combo. Does miss, but with a 46,000 score advantage, with both players struggling to build up combo, that is really going to favor Guitar Hero King, because the only way to close a score gap that big is to get a huge combo, which blai is struggling to do right now. And of course, Guitar Hero King currently has an even bigger combo than blai, so it wouldn't even matter if blai was able to. And it's looking like this may be our first point in the match going to Guitar Hero King, finally breaking the streak of really close points going in favor of blai. And so now it's up to Guitar Hero King to reverse sweep if they want a chance at victory to stay in this tournament. See blai choose no mod 4. All right, both players doing really well at the beginning here. Guitar Hero King did drop a droplet, but that is not a big deal. Going to this first difficult pattern, blai is the one to miss it. and that is going to kick this score lead in favor of Guitar Hero King now. This is Guitar Hero King's point to lose, and they do miss on that next difficult pattern, but then a break is traded, which now puts Guitar Hero King at the advantage, except that Blai now, performing really well on this difficult section here, is able to keep combo better than Guitar Hero King, and now the score lead back in their favor. Some more traded misses. It's a very tight map right here. Only 1,300 points between the players. And shrinking. If either of these players miss here, it's going to instantly flip or expand, and Guitar Hero King is the one to miss, and Blai gets a bunch of free combo on that stream there, and that is going to put Blai at a huge score advantage, 30,000 now, especially because Blai was able to hold combo through that difficult Kai right there for a few moments longer than Guitar Hero King. Now this combo just about even, but a 30,000 score lead for Blai is going to almost certainly close out this match. Both players hit that hyper, and that is going to be this entire match going to Blai. Congratulations to Blai for moving on in loser's bracket, and is going to be in our semifinals. Guitar Hero King getting kicked out of the tournament, but played so well, almost made the semis, made it through the first round of losers bracket quarterfinals. A really impressive player. This was a really quite a much closer match than the scoreline would indicate. 6-1 is not what it ought to have been. Yes, thanks everyone for watching. That was Blai's victory. Congratulations to Blai. But there are more matches coming very soon, but I do not believe we will have a stream for those. Our host and streamer has their own tournament match duties to attend to. So I don't know if I will be seeing you anymore tonight. Unless another one of our staff streamers is able to, but I do not think so. So, goodbye. That's it for me.